What a game in Brooklyn last night. KD versus Giannis, and in the end, the Greek freak was just a little more freaky, guys. Did Giannis prove he's the best player in the world? The Sixers got big problems. Did Doc Rivers call out James Harden for last night's loss? And Nick, you were saying it all night. Bet on the right team and those tickets pay for themselves. Good Friday morning, everyone.
Watch the end.
Welcome to a fantastic show.
Look at this great
First things first.
And a delighted man.
Look at that.
Who is that?
Someone had a blazer out in public.
Who's that maniac?
Someone had a good time last night. You have a good time,
I had
buddy?
a good time. People
Nick was
ask
at
me,
the game,
Nick,
saw.
why do you pay for tickets? Why don't you get a media pass? Because with a media pass, you can't have this moment. You can't irresponsibly gamble on the game and then jump with joy like a kid on Christmas. What a night! What a night!
You'd be more courtside. All right, of course we have to start at Barclays Center. Nets and Bucks. Sorry about that. Touche. I'm glad you were there. Former MVPs Giannis and KD and Nick, who was sitting almost courtside and live tweeting so that I could sit on my couch and watch from home. Thanks, buddy. You're such a good friend. What a game. Came down to KD with a shot to win at the end of regulation. Came down to another shot for him to win it in overtime. He missed both. Both shots did not go in. So Milwaukee wins this one. So many angles we are going to get to today. But afterwards, let's start with this. KD talking about the 2 looks he got after the game.
I felt like they both looked good leaving my hands. That one, I shot over. Giannis came over there late and contested, but I still feel like I got a good look up. But, 2 people on me and a 7-footer at that. It is what it is. But I felt like I got 2 good shots.
So, Nick, do you think Kevin Durant should take the blame for the loss after missing 2 game-winning shots?
Well, yeah. That's the life of an NBA superstar, right? That's the life of the greatest scorer of his generation. You're supposed to score. Brew, however, in Kevin Durant's defense, I'm going to say something that I don't know if you know, and you know a lot, my friend. Did you know that if Kevin Durant just wore a size 17 sneaker, he still misses both those shots and they lose? Like, it's actually wasn't this. We can't say the sneaker thing. We can't say, oh, it was this close. No, sorry, buddy. Such is life. I've got to listen. I've got to listen to J.J. Redick, Wild's buddy, talk about top 3 players in the league, and Giannis isn't one of them, but of course KD is. I've got to listen to people say best scorers of all time. KD's one of them, but his contemporary forward who scores as much as him and does it more efficiently, not one of them. I got to listen to all of this for a guy that now 5 times in a row has gone up against the best player alive and 5 times in a row has gone home with a loss in one hand and his phone in the other. That's what I got to listen to. So, yeah, sorry, here's the deal. You are now, and I know there's plenty of time left, guys. We have 5 games left in the season. Plenty of time for the Nets to prove they're not a team that's going to blow a 9-point lead with the ball with 3 minutes left. We're plenty of time to prove there's someone other than the team we've seen. But they are currently, Brew, tied with the Hornets and the Hawks for the 8, 9, 10 spot, and they play the Hawks on Saturday. Would you be shocked if they lose to the Hawks on Saturday? Because I wouldn't be. Everyone's talking about, can the Nets make the finals? We're about to be having to talk, will the Nets get out of the play-in? So, yeah, the games matter. The shots matter. Those are tough shots, but tough shot maker. So you got to make them. So, yeah, he at least deserves, a touch, a skosh of blame, I would say.
Well, yeah, skosh. Blaming the whole game on Kevin Durant, no. Because, like you said, they led by 9 with 3 minutes left. You got to finish. Let's see this Wesley Matthews offensive rebound. These are the plays that help them lose that 9-point lead. All right, first of all, why is Bruce Brown, we're going to see the highlight. Why is Bruce Brown on the inside? Okay, he's 6'4". Kevin Durant should be in there, number one. If you got Brown in there, you got to get the rebound. Box out Matthews. Giving up offensive rebounds on missed free throws, that is a no-no at every level of basketball. So that's number one. KD missing the shots. I don't blame him because it shouldn't have came down to that. But here's what I look at the end of games on potential game-winning shots. I look at body language. I look at, does the guy want the ball or is he running away from it? I look at how aggressively he tries to get to his spot, and does he shoot it with confidence? And you guys know, you can tell when a guy wants it or doesn't. Kevin Durant wanted it. There's no doubt about it. He went to his spot, missed a tough contested shot over Giannis and Wesley Matthews. I can't blame him at all for that. Here's what I will blame him for, and somewhat today's basketball world, Wiles. The overtime miss on the three-pointer. Kevin Durant got a good look, put up a good shot, just missed it. But Durant, if you look at this play, look at Goran Dragic, the inbounder, wide open.
No.
Durant should have passed it to Dragic. Look at that. A wide open dunk.
No.
There was a second and a half left. No, let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay.
Michael Jordan, today there is an emphasis on hero ball, and we always, he's got to take the last shot. The best player's got to take the last shot. LeBron has been dogged by that erroneously throughout his entire career. I've never joined that chorus because I want my best player making the right play. It might be the shoot. It might be the pass. Michael Jordan, while it's the famous double nickel game, what'd he do at the end of the game? Pass it off to Bill Winnington for a dunk. What'd he do in the finals with Steve Kerr? Pass it off for the game-winning shot. Kevin Durant should have passed. Dragic is wide open. Come on, that's what he should have done, and they would have won that game with a dunk or a layup by Dragic. So that's where I fought KD on that. But again, some of that is our overemphasis. You gotta take the last shot. No, how about making the right play?
I agree with Brew. Just quickly, Wilds, just real quick. In Durant's defense there, though, Dragic was not one of the people listed by Kyrie of teammates he finally has who can hit game winners. It was KD. So KD probably had that weighing on him, like, oh, I finally have a teammate who can hit these shots. And then, so it's just tough. Like, Dragic wasn't on the team yet. Maybe he would have been listed, but KD's thinking, Kyrie said it has to be like, I'm the first teammate he's had that can hit these shots. I don't want to let Kai down. So there's that, too. But go ahead, Wild. Sorry.
All right, I much rather KD take the shot and miss it than pass it and maybe time runs out. Yes, 100%.
It was a second
I'm big on, dance with who you came with. We're going to live or die with KD. He's going to get fouled in the corner, walk up confidently, and hit those 3 free throws. I'm 100% in on KD taking the last shot. I don't blame him for missing them and losing the game. I just thought it was like a heavyweight fight. Somebody has to win. Giannis ends up winning. The one thing I will ask you, Broussard, did you find it strange that, maybe in 28 other teams, that ball's going to Kyrie? And Kyrie was kind of a non-factor. And I know we talk about the narrative always of like who gets the last shot. I think Steve Nash made it pretty obviously like KD. Like you're going to inbound and then Drew's going to lock you up, I guess. Just go and try to, create space. But I was surprised that Kyrie was a non-factor. Were you?
Yeah, and that's part of the blame, too. That's why it can't all fall on Durant's shoulders. I mean, Kyrie didn't do much during the late in the game. Now, he helped carry them early while Durant was struggling. As far as Durant had 9 points into the third quarter, like deep into the third quarter, if not through 3 quarters. So Durant didn't score much early. He came on late. But I would call the play for Durant. And like I said, even if he doesn't pass to Dragic, which again, he should have, that's not a bad look. You'll take that look. And I think sometimes they'll call the play for Kyrie too. You've got 2 closers, but Drew Holiday did a good job on Kyrie down the stretch. He had trouble getting space against Holiday.
I don't know if we can run the film real quick of the previous shot. If we're going to parse this on what the first game-winning attempt that was missed, the other issue, and again, I'm sorry to always be banging on Nash, but look at the court. You've got 3. I understand they're going 4 low, so in theory you're going to be able to get KD a shot. But you have 3 guys in the near corner all by each other, which is one of the reasons Giannis can so carefree about the help defense. Because you can guard those 3 guys with 2 players. Because there's Kai is in the corner by himself. And by the way, I think that's the design. That's a bad design, man. That's just like when you see it, and they had plenty of time. That possession started with 18 seconds left. They got what they wanted, but I don't think that's what you should want there. But listen, I do hope, however, that they have this squared away. But in the next couple weeks, when they're playing a do-or-die game against Atlanta, to get the opportunity to play another do-or-die game against Charlotte. Like, listen, the soon-to-be champion.